Baywin Zhang, we'll see her later on, the American seeded one. But it's the second semi that we are concentrating on first. Fascinating. They have met once before, actually. So the officials on their way for this second match on court one. This Mid-America Centre, by the way, opened back in 2002. Cost 75 million US dollars to build it, which is pretty cheap in modern standards. Capacity of around 7,000 here. Used for conventions and concerts.
And now, please welcome the players for women's singles semifinals. The number 7 seed, Polina Buhrova from Ukraine.
So here is
Tanvi Sharma
Buhrova
from India.
And there's the 16-year-old. And the thing about being so young is you don't really feel pressure that much. The impetuousness of youth, and I think it does apply to her. Never made it to a Super 300 tournament final. She's not played in many events of this stature, to be honest. But what a chance today, even though she's ranked 26 spots below the Ukrainian.
Polina, black or red?
Black.
Black, you will be red.
Well, there's that one match that they've played previously.
Right. Serving.
It's only last month, actually. It's in an event in Denmark. And it took Sharma just 33 minutes. Not that her opponent is old, she's only 21. Buhrova, 40 in the world, that is her best ranking today. Been national champion a couple of times and also in doubles twice as well. Currently based in Italy for obvious reasons. She's an Olympian, played in Paris last year, and she's won 4 international titles, lesser titles obviously than the World Tour events. First time she's been past the round of 16 in any event, any World Tour event this season, and she's been taken to 3 games by both Sharma and Sung, as you can see there. Good comeback against Sung yesterday, having lost the opening game 21-8. So there's Sharma, just 5'3", part of the team that won the Asia Team Championships last year. She actually got introduced to the sport by her mother, and her mum enrolled in a coaching course herself because she was so keen to be involved in her daughter's upbringing in the sport, and it certainly paid off. She's won a couple of international events in Germany last year and in Denmark this year. And as you see there, she has not been seriously challenged so far. Straight games all the way. Including knocking out the Vietnamese number 2 seed in the first round. I don't think too many expected that. Philip Youngchi from the US is in the chair. And there's Ana Veronica Zapata of Mexico, who's our service judge for this one. Stand by then for the
Ladies and
umpire player
gentlemen,
introductions.
on my right, Polina Buhrova, Ukraine. And on my left, Tanvi Sharma, India. Tanvi Sharma to serve, love all, play.
So, the teenager to get us going here, this first women's singles semi-final. Wonder how much Buhrova has learned since that meeting last month when Sharma beat her pretty easily, truth to tell. That's a lovely shot.
Service over, 1-all. Tanvi, do not celebrate before the line judges made a call.
Well, a bit harsh that, because that was always well inside the line. And that was the wrong side of it.
2-1.
Not only is Sharma a prodigious talent, but she's great to watch. Really attacking instincts, a full range of shots, great variety. Error of judgment there by the Ukrainian. That landed just inside the line.
3-1. Tanvi? Nope. Do not change the shuttle. 4-1.
Yeah, I think she might have considered leaving that for a minute, Sharma, and because she was in two minds, wasn't fully committed to the shot. She's made a great start, though, the Indian. Buhrova finding herself under pressure almost every rally.
5-2.
Only played for a couple of minutes, but the pattern of the match clear for all to see at the moment.
Service over, 3-5.
Honestly, haven't seen too much of Tanvi Sharma, but if you read some of the reports of the matches, one of the criticisms,
Service over,
and it's harsh because she's had a brilliant start to her career, but one of the criticisms is that sometimes she may be just a tad impatient, tries to finish a rally earlier than she needs to, but so far she's been excellent in the early exchanges here. Lovely touch again, super net shot.
7-3.
She also looks to have a great temperament, doesn't look flustered or hurried.
Service over, 4-7.
Well, once again, it was a great net shot that set that up.
Service over,
Allowed her to dictate the way the point was played. lovely shot. Fabulous deception that from Sharma.
9-4. Change the shuttle.
Well, said she has all the shots and she's not afraid to use them. Going through the full repertoire at the moment, much to Buhrova's displeasure. Could see all of Buhrova's weight was going back. She actually thought that that was wide, but it clearly wasn't. If she'd really thought that, she could have challenged. That's going to be well wide.
10-4.
Well, what a start for the Indian here. Isolated her opponent again, and she gets to the mid-game interval after only 5 minutes with a 7-point lead. Superb stuff from the youngster.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. On court. Tanvi. Eleven, 4. Play.
Well, I imagine the message to Sharma at that mid-game break was
Service
more
over.
of the same.
5-11.
That's wide.
6-11.
Even though the drift is pushing the shuttle left to right, that just started too far outside the sideline to come back sufficiently. Well, that's the best shot that Buhrova's played in the match so far. Really acute angle.
7-11. Service over. 12-7.
Right shot, just wrong execution that time.
Service over.
No way
12.
that Ukrainian was getting to it. If it had been the right side of the line.
Service over. 13-8.
Well, there was some anger in that celebration, wasn't there, from Buhrova?
9-13.
She's been schooled to a large degree in this match so far, but that was a better point for her. Actually managed to put her opponent under pressure for once. Ooh, just snatched at that a fraction.
10-13. Service over. Stay. 14-10.
Well, she's frustrated with herself.
Service
Just
over.
maybe try to be
11-14.
a little too delicate with it. Well, the fight back's on here.
14.
And I think it's a combination of Sharma's level dropping, but certainly Buhrova is playing much better now than she was before the interval. It's a good pickup. That's a fantastic shot. Floated right onto the line. Excellent rally.
Service over.
Certainly cut down the
15,
unforced errors, the
12.
Ukrainian. Not much you can do against that.
On court. Tanvi. Easy foot. Play.
She's had by far the better of the duels at the net,
12.
Sharma. That was another good example. Put her on top in the point and allowed her in the end to exert enough pressure to force the error. So quick to see the opportunity. And just when it appeared that Buhrova was on the brink of a comeback, Sharma has stepped it up again. Just nipped that comeback in the bud for now at least.
Wait. 17-12.
And a bit of good luck as well. Never hurts.
Service over. Excuse me. 18-12.
Well, she did all the hard work and couldn't execute what
Service
was
over.
probably the easiest shot in that
13-18.
rally from her point of view.
Fourteen, 18.
Oh, that's right on the line.
Service over. 19-14.
Another magnificent piece of deception from Sharma. Gives her
Sharma,
6 game
do
points.
not change the shuttle.
Sharma,
20, game
I
point,
think,
14.
knew what Buhrova was up to. They're just trying to delay a little bit, asking for a new shuttle, umpire having none of it. Well, at times it was almost an exhibition. 21-14. It's only taken the 16-year-old a quarter of an hour,
21,
and she leads by a game to love, and she is full value for it.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
Well, can she keep the standard up? That was a late decision and doesn't often work from Sharma, because she set the
Service
bar
over.
really high in that first game.
Love.
Going to leave it, and then of course played it so late that ended up being very straightforward for her opponent. That was on the line. Still haven't had a Hawkeye
love.
on this court today after 3 games now. Testament to the skill of the line judges at the moment. Oh, that's a nice shot. And this is just the kind of thing that she needed, Buhrova.
3 love.
Start with confidence. Start maybe sowing a few seeds of doubt. Sharma's head.
Service
There
over.
weren't much doubt
1-3.
the way she played that shot. Great skill in the stop drop. A little careless.
Service over. 4-1. Full.
Absolutely nailed that.
Service over. 2-4. Tanvi, shuttle. Do not change the shuttle.
Perfect
3,
angle again.
4.
Lovely backhand from Sharma.
Service over, 5-3.
It's just a fantastic return.
Service
She
over,
always looks for the attacking option.
4-5.
Look at that. Wonderful execution. Easiest kill she'll have all week.
Five all.
Just the wrong side. She knew it. Didn't need Carl's Hawkeye to confirm that she'd got it wrong. So Sharma ahead for the first time in the second game. Well reached. Just can't afford those errors.
Yes, quickly.
Issue with the racket handle, I think. Just overdid it.
Service over, 6-7. Service over, 8-6. Service fault called too high.
First such service fault we've had today.
Service over.
Called by the Mexican service judge.
7-8.
Have to serve from below 115 centimeters.
Fault. 8-all. Service over, 9-8.
Oh, great rally. That is probably the best shot Buhrova's played in this match because there was very little margin for error and judged it
Service
to
over.
perfection.
9-all.
Really entertaining exchange, that one. And the second game promising to be rather more competitive than the first. And 22 shots in the context of this match is a lengthy exchange because they've been short, sharp points for the most part. Did well to reach that, the Ukrainian.
Service over. 10-9.
Well, it's not the cavernous lead that Sharma had at the end of the mid-game interval in the first game, but she is in front, 11-9.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. On court. Tanvi. Eleven, 9. Play. Tanvi. Shuttle. It's up to you.
So, can she keep her focus here? See this match out in straight games. Get herself into tomorrow's showpiece final.
Service over. 10-11. Fault.
No question that Sharma has
Service
the greater
over.
variety of shot
12-10.
compared to her opponent. Oh, it's almost an exhibition at times from the 16-year-old.
13,
Super shot.
10.
Made it look ridiculously easy.
$14-10.
And she's rather been stung into submission, Buhrova, so far. Just a welter of winners from the other side of the net. That maybe should have been another one. Surprised she missed it.
Service over. 11-14.
Once again, opened up the court like a veteran.
Service over. 15-11.
And again.
Quickly. 16-11. On court.
Well, unless something dramatic happens, I think the end is nigh for the Ukrainian here.
It's broken. 17-11. Service over, 12-17.
Long.
13-17.
Just has to take it 1 point at a time. Polina Buhrova has to believe she can come back. And she'll be encouraged by that miss.
14-17.
Nice angle from the 21-year-old.
15-17.
All of a sudden, things have changed here. It doesn't take long.
16-17.
Within a point now, the Ukrainian, having at one stage trailed 17-11. So 5 points in a row. A couple of nice pieces of deception though from the back of the court from the Indian.
Service over, 18-16. Nineteen 16.
That's a great shot, and it sets up 4 match points
20.
for Tanvi Sharma.
Match point 16.
Well, that is a magnificent performance, you have to say, from the 16-year-old Indian. It's taken barely half an hour, and she has taken down the Ukrainian Polina Buhrova in straight games and got herself into the first big final of her young career. Had to survive a bit of a semi-comeback
That's won by Tanvi
in that second
Sharma,
game, but that was always going long.
21-16.
It's a huge moment for her. And potentially, if Baewin Jung comes through in the other semi, we could have a final with a near 20-year age gap between the two finalists. 21-14, 21-16, 34 minutes only, the match time. Coming up, the second of the mixed doubles semi-finals, and we've got home interest too. Smith and Guy up against the number 2 seeds from Thailand, Uptong and Surjai Parapat. That's in a moment. You're watching our continuous coverage of the US Open from Iowa, and we have reached match 3, which is the second of the mixed doubles semi-finals. Presley Smith and Jenny Guy from the US up against Uktong and Sudai Praparat, the second seeded pair from Thailand. And if you were watching our coverage earlier, you'd have seen the Danish pair of Espersen and Kuds complete a fairly straightforward victory over Chinese Taipei pair. So the Danes, the number 5 seeds, await the winners of this one.